And continuing on, we've obviously got the tread of the car, that is equally important, which obviously helps braking in all conditions, whether they be wet, whether they be sunny, or whether they be icy. So obviously no tread, longer stopping time, more tread, better stopping time, depending on the road conditions as well. We've got the pressure valve, which is there, which is also about the pressure that's in the air of the tyre. That obviously helps the car stay above. And moving on to, this is the door handle, which obviously opens, and then you come through into the back seat, and then we're moving to the front, which is obviously the front of the car as well. Now we turn to the mirrors. These are your left side mirror, which is your side mirrors that as you're driving you can look to the left or the right to see what's happening. It's also been fitted with these smaller mirrors which driving instructors use. Usually people don't have these, but obviously with driving instruction also helps you able to see whether students are driving between the lines or parking as well. Then obviously we come to the aerial of the car so we can pick up our AM FM for funky sounds, and then we're looking at our outside indicator to the left, which obviously lets other people's drivers, riders, pedestrians know that we're making a left hand turn, or if we need our hazards we can also be using that as well. We've got the front tyre, which we come now to the front of the car where we also have another registration plate. So we have registration plates on the back and the front, obviously to indicate so that people can see us from front and behind, that they can confirm the vehicle that we have. Another plate as well, which is also L plates underneath. Now looking at the lights at the front, what we've got is we've got our standard lights, which is low beam. We've got our high beam lights as well, and we've also got on the side is an indicator as well, which obviously looking front on, that if you are seeing the vehicle would indicate obviously which way we're turning. And then we pointed out just before, we've got some nifty lights on the side as well that can also display how we're turning. We've got the front tyre as well, and then we've also got the front door here as well, with also a little nifty key lock. So these days generally we can use a key, keyless entry I guess, that we can use to lock the car, which would be like so, and it flashes, and then unlock the car, all done via remote. We've got the flick switch here for the key we can use to open the door and to close the door as well. But generally if you've got one of these you can just open it by a press of a button. Nifty little technology that we have. Now just moving in the car, and I know that we've pointed this out, but for the sake of pointing it out on the outside, that's the fuel cap there that we've got here. And I think it's important to note as well that this car has got reflectors. I don't think that every car has a reflector, but they do have some kind of reflection, obviously for light that bounces off, so that the vehicle can be seen as well if at a distance. That's where they display the pedals and the learners signs are from Frank's Engineering. Good job, Frank. And now we have the fuel cap, which we pop in from inside the car, and then we open up and we find it here. What we need to do is we can open a fuel cap. You don't want to put anything here but petrol, but the different kind of petrol is obviously important. This is an unleaded vehicle, which most vehicles are, unless they're diesel or they're gas. And this is obviously where the fuel socket goes, and we have to make sure we put the right fuel, otherwise the car won't be going. Now moving along, what we're also going to look at is the engine of the car, and going again inside the vehicle needs a little bit of a clean. Is popping the hood or bonnet, and I'll just have to put you down just a sec, and we'll have to be looking at this.